After 22 years on the radio, we couldn't stay quiet for long.
We're Lori and Julia, still loud.
Pop culture, gossip, books, TV, music,
and probably a little too much laughter.
Let's do this.
Happy Friday, everybody, and welcome to Still Loud.
Still Loud.
With Loj, Lori and Julia, and we're delighted you're going to hang out with us today. We have a fun pod for you. Per usual, Lorene is traveling and in Hawaii on the Big Island, right. And I am still in Bozeman.
That's right. Have they thrown you out yet?
You know, it started to snow now, and I'm trying to check Doppler radar to see when I can drive back. But I've had every season out here so far in a week.
Julia, I too have had every season out here because you can see the snow up on Mauna Kea, and it was so cold on Kilauea. We actually saw people in winter boots, hats, and coats.
Isn't that crazy?
It's just, it's crazy.
It's
anyway,
it's mountains. It's mountain living, and you know, here we go.
Here we go.
Well,
honey. Can I share something with you? I came across this story the other day, and I don't know why it delights me so much, but I love when people turn 40. It just makes me feel like they've joined us.
Or they're getting closer.
Yeah, they're on the other side.
Yeah, because we're 41 and 44.
In my mind, I do feel like 42 quite often. When I'm not feeling like I'm 12, which the Instagram video that we're posting.
It's posted.
Was taken at the Kilauea military camp at 9:00 in the evening or 9:30. It was too cold to be outside. We couldn't see the hot lava flow, and I decided to do an Olympic dance performance to These Boots Were Made for Walking in Italian. And your brother, John, decided to film me. And I look a wreck. My hair is a frisball. I have multiple layers on, so I look chunky because he's sort of filming me from a down low angle. But anyway, that's how passionate I am about the Olympics, that I did an Olympic dance to These Boots Were Made for Walking in Italian, which it's very recognizable. I sang none of the right words. I did a bad Italian accent singing some of the words.
But the thing about These Boots Were Made for Walking, you always wanted that to be our karaoke song. It is like the slowest. These boots were made for walking. That's
right,
just
but you can
what
act
they'll
out.
do.
Right.
It's so boring.
It's a talking song.
I want you to come up with a new karaoke song for us. Maybe we should perform.
We always have Rock Me Gently.
I know, Rock Me Gently. That is our song. Yeah. I wonder, when is the last time you've even gone? I love watching karaoke. Oh, Mancini's on Tuesday night.
Mancini's.
That's right. They have 1970s era karaoke. If anyone wants to go, it is so much fun. And they could use some singers.
Yeah.
That is a fun night, people.
I'll never forget the time I saw a woman. I would never have picked her to be going up there, and she went up on stage at Mancini's, and she did I Got You, Babe, and she had a puppet, a hand puppet.
Did she have the ventriloquist do the other parts?
Yes. So Sonny was the puppet, and she was Cher. And I'm like, this should be a reality show.
Oh, I
going to karaoke bars.
And
getting
love
the
that.
Characters.
With the ventriloquist. I love it.
It was magical, Julia. I was absolutely spellbound watching it. I just thought, well, if that isn't a clever way for someone who doesn't know how to sing well, because that's kind of a slower, you don't have to be a great singer.
You're right about that.
Song.
You are right about that. But Lori, I mean, when is the last time we've seen a good ventriloquist?
Exactly.
That is a lost art. Thank you for bringing it up. I want to use it in a sentence later today.
Okay. So getting back to the people who are turning 40 and joining us on the other side of the timetable.
Of 30 of the timetable. Okay, welcome. You know who you are, like everyone listening. Okay.
Here's who's turning 40 in the year of our Lord 2026. We are welcoming to the 40 club Lady Gaga,
Wow. Okay.
Robert Pattinson,
Sparkles.
Lindsay Lohan.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Usain Bolt, I thought he was like 60. He's been around so long.
The Jamaican bobsledder. Or no, the runner.
Track.
Runner, right.
Let's see. Leighton Meester, and she's getting a Gossip Girl reboot just based on her character. I don't know if you knew that.
No, but I love that.
Yeah. Mary Kay and Ashley Olsen are turning 40.
Wow.
I remember we were on the air when they turned like 18, and there was quite a bit of crass discussion that they were finally turning 18.
Where has the time gone? On the timetable, as you say.
It's slow as molasses and fast as I don't know what once you get over 40. Amelia Clark is turning 40.
Oh, she's one of my favorite people. Did you ever watch Ponies?
Julia, no. I haven't. It's on the list.
Okay, because I loved that. I love her.
Yeah, I do too. And I want to watch that show. Brittany Snow from The Hunting Wives.
Yes.
Penn Badgley, husband to Leighton Meester and the star of Nobody Wants This. Right?
No,
that's Adam Brody.
Yes.
Penn Badgley was on Gossip Girl.
Yes, he was.
And
he dated Blake, and he used to date Blake Lively.
Oh, I've got a gossipy Blake Lively story.
I can't wait.
To remind me.
All right.
Leah Michelle is turning 40.
Wow.
Ryan Coogler, the director of Sinners, Black Panther, he's only 40. Wow. Mishka Barton, Kit Harington, and Lena Dunham are congratulations. Welcome to the year of 40.
That is, I mean, we've known these kids since they were kids. That's wild that they're that old. All right, give me the Blake Lively story. Gossip Girl, then she's in the Colleen Hoover movie. She has the big legal thing going on with that guy.
It ends with us.
Yeah.
And I loved her when she played that surfer girl who got stuck out on a rock and there were sharks circling. It was kind of a great action movie, and the whole movie she's trying just to get to shore, but there's these sharks circling the rock that she's on or something. I can't remember what that was called, but I liked it. I wish I had been her manager.
It's called The Shallows. You did like that movie, and we loved her in the movie The Age of Adeline. That's a great movie of people. It's a wonderful. That was out in 2015. It's a wonderful love story. Yes.
Okay, so I'm paraphrasing and, just giving you the broad strokes, so don't ask me too many questions.
I promise I won't. Okay.
But it's all very Googleable.
Okay, so if we don't give you enough, you're just telling people look it up yourself.
Yes.
We're going to give you a little information, but not a lot.
Yeah, why does Jennifer Garner hate Blake Lively? Okay, so here is...
Can I guess first?
Please.
Okay, so Blake Lively made a movie with her husband at the time, Ben Affleck, called The Town, about mobs in Boston. Is it anything from that?
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
And that movie was made in 2010. Yep.
2010. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And there were reports at the time, and I know we didn't cover it because we liked everybody involved.
Yep, we ignore those stories. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, except Ben, we knew he was a dog. He can't keep it in his pants. He's either fishing for a condom or money to gamble with, or a drink to put in his hands.
When he puts in his hands in his pockets, okay.
Pockets, yeah. So there was tension at the time of this flirty behavior between Blake Lively and Ben Affleck on the set of The Town, which was, I like that movie.
I love that movie.
And it caused a lot of distress for Jennifer Garner. These rumors resurfaced amid recent drama surrounding Lively, with speculation that Jennifer shaded her on social media. And so there was this video that was like done at the end of December from the set of Deadpool versus Wolverine.
Okay.
And Deadpool, of course, Blake Lively's husband, Ryan Reynolds, where she made a comment and she panned to this statue. And it was a statue of Medusa. Now, Medusa in Greek mythology is the scary woman on the shores of whatever, the Mediterranean. And when you look at her hair is all snakes.
And when you look at her, you turn to stone.
It's something like that, or have a heart attack or crash, or anyway. So she pans to this Medusa, and it's immediately recognized as Medusa. It's this old stone-ish, bronze-looking thing with snakes in her hair and the face. And she just said, "Oh, it's Blake."
Oh.
And
oh.
Yeah. And then just turn it, and, she's smiling and everything. And at the time, another thing that happened that's making social media sleuths, such as Petit Moi.
Mm-hmm. But not to ask questions.
No. Well, okay. So Blake is Medusa, and Ben Affleck had a black eye at one point during the filming of that. And it was rumored that Jennifer Garner punched him in the face when she found nude photos of Blake on Ben's phone.
I never heard that, Lori.
Okay, no. So bear with me. This is juicy. So of course we didn't hear anything about this, and I'm not sure how much longer. I don't know when they broke up, Ben and Jen, but Reese Witherspoon at an award show about a year ago said she won, she won for something, or she gave a speech, so she must have won. And she said, "I'm just going to go ahead and give you all some free advice. When you send nudes, don't send the picture of don't include your head." And she is very good friends with Jennifer Garner. And it was thought to be a slam because everybody in Hollywood knows that Blake Lively sent nudes. And she was single, but, he was married. He was her co-star. And everyone, like, in the room knew that that was a dig to Blake Lively and a little wink, wink, nod, nod to Jennifer Garner. Because you can only imagine, okay, if you were to find nudes of somebody on your significant other's phone, it is the best practices to always just keep it on the body, yaddy, yaddy. Okay?
No faces. Gosh. Well, it's just so stupid.
No face. It's between the neck and the thighs, yes. I would say.
I would say take a Polaroid maybe and give it to him. I mean, you don't want anything
No. So anyway, that was thought to be like, okay, people who are in the know knew that Reese Witherspoon's advice in this acceptance speech about, and here's a free one for you. When you send nudes, don't include your head. And the room kind of awkwardly laughed because Hollywood is high school. Everybody knew this story. You don't think Jennifer Garner's mom group did not know about this and go, "Oh my God, can you believe it?" And of course, always the blame is on the woman, never the cheating, the married man in this case. But it is, you'll always be slut shamed when you're the other person and someone is a married person and you send nude pictures with your face. I mean, people are not going to have anything nice to say about you.
And this is coming up now again
because of this end of December. Jennifer has a very fun Instagram, and she just sold her farm company or whatever for just $1 gazillion, and she just quietly built that. She's very well liked, and so she doesn't ever really do anything but wholesome things, but she just did this one thing. Oh, it's Blake, and then she had hashtagged it Deadpool Wolverine, and then did some emojis. Anyway, I did watch it on Instagram, and I concur with the internet sleuthing that went on. And the added thing for me is the Reese Witherspoon comment because if you go back and dig up in the blinds, Ben Affleck had a black eye from Jennifer Garner.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
When
Okay.
she found those photos.
Jennifer Gardner's show, the second season. Garner, the last thing he told me is coming out this February 20. What's the date? I don't know.
February 20th.
Yeah, it's coming out and it's season 2 of it. I really liked it. We read that book by Laura Dave, the last thing he told me.
Yes. Yeah. I totally would probably watch this. I'm just kind of behind on some good shows right now, but I didn't really like that book. It was okay. I kind
of liked it. I
did. Okay.
Yeah, I did. I
thought like it was the casting. I loved, and I think Jennifer Garner brings everything up. And I like that guy. What's his
that
name?
guy's so hot. Guy. I have to look. I have to look at.
Is he from Game of Thrones?
Bailey Michaels. Beautiful. His name is Nicole. Yes, he was, Lori. It's Nicole Costa-Wadu. It's her husband.
He was the hot knight.
Yes, he was.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he
was. And then he eventually got his hand chopped off. I remember he just had a big gold
Isn't
hand.
he the one that slept with his sister on Game of Thrones?
I don't think so. The famous one is Kit Harington and Amelia Clark's character.
Yeah, that's true. That was it.
They were brother and sister.
Okay, well, thank you. Let's take a second to thank our sponsors. I want to talk about Envision Distinctive Eyewear with their 4 locations in the Twin Cities, so really accessible. There's so many wonderful testimonials about people's experiences at Envision, but if you are looking for something new, having to wear eyeglasses as we age, I find I don't want to put in my contacts as much anymore, and my eyes kind of hurt from them. You want a lightweight, comfortable pair of glasses, and sure, you can do all the other ways to, get them, blah, blah, blah. But at Envision, they find the perfect pair of glasses that fits perfectly on your face and with your lifestyle, and they go the extra mile, and you wouldn't believe the results. It's just you have perfect glasses that are comfortable to wear.
Yeah. And they're doing something really fun for the Olympics. They've been showing, because it's all about, cool metal frames, kind of these wires and aviators in a 70s look and an 80s look. So they've done silver, gold, and bronze, and they've shown like 3 pairs of glasses in the gold category of different shapes, different designer. Then they did a couple days later the silver, and then I think today they did the bronze with the Olympics ending on Sunday. But it's like, and if you look at people on Instagram or whatever, Jennifer Aniston wears wire rim aviator glasses. There's a lot of people, and if you get it in the right tint for your skin tone,
gorgeous.
They're dazzling.
I still need a new pair of. That's a pair I want. But please visit them and tell them Lori and Julia sent you. Galleria, North Loop, Grand and Victoria, and in Minnetonka, and also Twin Cities Closet Company. It might be crummy weather outside, but when you look at your closets, it could be so pretty. I mean, there's nothing like a pretty closet. Right. I was looking this morning, because I'm still out here in Bozeman, at my sister's pile of clothes on a chair, and I'm like, what are those there for? She goes, well, I just don't have anywhere to put them. And I'm like...
Right. She has terrible closet space. Your sister, whatever year that house was built, not good.
Yeah, but it's just kind of like, wow... Closed, when you don't have places to put stuff, it really makes a beautiful space look horrid. So let them help you with all your closet needs. Pantries could be glorious. It just makes your life better when you're organized. And they will help you do it. No budget is too small. They work with beautiful products, the highest quality products. They're made and manufactured right in the Twin Cities. They're a family-run company. They really give back to our community, and we just would love it if you support them, because they're just the right choice. tcclosets.com. Call for a complimentary consultation, and just... start dreaming, make your dream become a reality, and it can be in your own timeline, in your own price range. But it all starts with a call and a visit. You can do it virtually or in person. And I just love that. Okay, so Lent started this week, Lori, for Christians.
Okay. And Mardi Gras is happening.
Yes, it is, Fat Tuesday. But for Lent, I was reading I never have really given up anything for Lent. And one of the things I was reading the
I've
list.
never known you to be a practicing Catholic woman.
Well, it's Christian faith. It's just for everybody.
All right, fine. Okay.
But you're right.
I've known you to go to a fish fry.
Yeah, well, right. But you're right. But I mean, for Lent, I never have. But I was reading the list of things and I started to laugh because it was one, giving up gossip, just ideas if people didn't have ideas, social media, TV. And then what came up near the top was complaining.
That's going to be hard for you. That's really one I think you should try for that one.
I just started.
But I get a kick out of your complaining.
I know, but I
actually like when you complain because it just makes me laugh.
I know. My complaining is funny. So like on the ski hill, I feel like I've improved so much not complaining, like saying anything because it's obvious. I have to stop and take a break midway down. My sister says to me yesterday, like, how long do you think it takes you to get down? And I'm like, well, you were with me. Why do we need to know the time?
Right. Hello.
I'm not fit like you. I mean, it was just a very conversation, but I thought that was kind of funny coming up. But so to everyone out there who's celebrating Lent, good luck. It'd be nice.
Good luck. Casey, when he'll say to me sometimes, he'll go, are you complaining right now? And I always say, I am just stating a fact out loud.
That's how I feel sometimes.
I'm
just
hot.
Obvious.
My feet hurt.
Right.
I don't like this. It's not a complaint. It's just stating the fact out loud. And then we just laugh and laugh.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now you guys are alone because since you've been there, you pretty much have had company. Oh,
we were here alone for a week.
For a week?
Before your brother came. Yeah.
Okay.
And it just really, it is just a pleasure to show somebody someplace that, like, it's like when someone comes to Minnesota, and you can take them to a cabin or go to Duluth or show them the parks. Or you're excited to show off a place. And restaurants, I've heard,
because you don't eat out often.
Restaurants
there.
No, and I planned an amazing restaurant itinerary. In fact, every day was centered around food.
Wow, that's so different for you. Okay.
It is, but
you
your brother
your
is
game for him. Well, all right.
I upped my game for him, and we did some lunches, but I want to just shout out to anyone who is in Minnesota. Get your butt out to some restaurants this weekend.
Absolutely.
They are hurting.
Thank you.
I mean, it's a 5-alarm fire, and I know Stephanie March started Salt Cure Fund for restaurants, but it's worse than COVID, and restaurants are really teetering. So just get your butt out to a great ethnic restaurant, whatever restaurant you want to and just go and do it, and screw the cold and the snow.
Yeah, thank you, Lori, because that's so important because they really are struggling. Thank you for saying that.
And here on this island, the restaurant scene has never really recovered from COVID. There were a lot of little kind of, Thai and Indian and Korean, because this is the Pan-Pacific. There's a lot of really great food. Plus you have fresh fish and fresh beef to work with on this island, because don't forget this is the big cattle ranch island, the big island.
How big is the big island, Lori, if you tried to drive around it? Yeah.
Oh, your brother can brag. He's been on every road on the island. He did the whole island. It's big. It's, between our little visits around, we went to this one little funky cowboy Hawaii town called Hawa. And all the buildings are, if you've ever been to Lahaina, but it's all 1880s wooden storefronts. So it looks like a Western town.
So cute.
In Hawaii.
Yeah.
On and there's this lady that has a Korean restaurant, and she's just a one-person shop, but she grows all of her cabbage and everything she uses she just has 5 things on the menu, and she's only open Friday and Saturday. So we made a point of going to that little town on Saturday because it was Valentine's Day, and I just...
How cute,
I hadn't thought ahead of time to making a dinner reservation anywhere, because there's just not as many restaurants here as there used to be.
Right.
Because of COVID. So I like to go to a lot of local places, and there are... some great ones. And, we supported the Malasada food truck, which Casey never wants me to get them because he can't stop eating them.
What are they?
Portuguese. I think the Portuguese brought it to Hawaii, but basically not as good as a Zeppeli, an Italian
knew
donut.
It was going to be something related to a Zeppeli because when you said Casey doesn't want you to get them because he can't stop eating them. So it had to have sugar.
Yes.
It had to have sugar involved.
Fried dough balls, and you can have them filled with stuff, but I have never liked a cream-filled anything except for maybe my man.
Okay. All right. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh my God, I can barely stand you right now.
But I don't like cream-filled donuts.
Okay.
You know, I don't. So
okay, that's so good. That's so good. You're sick. You are a very sick woman.
So I did get your brother because, you know, you have to get a dessert every place you go.
Well, what kind of food have you?
Share.
I mean, has it been good? The food at these restaurants?
Delicious. Oh, we went to the Canoe House, which is at the Montalani Bay Hotel. Just a magical place. I think it was built in the 70s. Mauna Kea is the oldest hotel here, and that was built in the 60s. And that looks like a Balinese temple. It's just incredible. So there's only like 7 big resorts on the Big Island. So anyway, but this Canoe House it's right on the beach. The water, I mean, it's so beautiful, and it's probably, besides the it's the most expensive
That's
place
what they're
to eat.
saying. I'm looking this up online.
Yeah, it's really expensive. And in fact, Casey is so bitter from when we ate there 2 years ago. The only way I could get him to go was say I would use my American Express card and pay for dinner. And then he ended up... I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm a restaurant whisperer for my husband.
Okay.
I can eyeball and know exactly what he's
going to order. Yes. Okay. So you're a menu.
They had for an appetizer, and I harangued your brothers into getting them because I am a fan of gyoza. I love any kind of a dumpling.
Yep.
But gyoza, Japanese version, and they had a Wagyu beef and something filled gyoza. And
wow,
those guys
was it so good?
Devoured it. They loved it so much that Casey then ordered it as his dinner.
Okay, that's so funny. Now that's funny. It's my appetizer, but wait, yes, it can be my dinner too. How fantastic.
It can be my dinner too.
I can do 2 things in one. I love it.
And then, you know, we did, I don't know how people feel about this. This is going to be a confession, not a sex fashion, but I guess it's some kind of a fashion.
Don't tell me you dined and dashed.
No, Julie, I would never do that.
Okay, what's your confession?
The confession was when I set up I set up 4 different dinner reservations, and they always ask you, are you celebrating anything?
Oh, of course. You're having a birthday and an anniversary.
No, your brother's birthday. Because he literally just had a birthday, and he, you know, so we got 4 amazing desserts.
Love it. Yeah. But you went there, it's in a very expensive restaurant. I just looked at the pricing.
All the places, you know, I mean, this is just this. I look at families in Hawaii and I think, how do they afford to stay here? But I guess there's lots of condos to stay at. So people will, you know, they have their kitchens, and there is a Costco in Kona that you can go and stock up and not have to go out for every meal or anything like that.
I remember when I lived there in 1985 and how expensive groceries were. I'm just thinking way back that long ago. Yeah.
Islands are expensive. And I remember when when Body Perks, I wanted to buy an island, but I never really factored in how expensive that would be. Even Johnny Depp had to sell his island.
He did. You know, speaking where, we have not heard from him in forever. Have you seen anything?
I saw him in a trailer for something, and he's entered his ugly character years of acting.
Oh, dear.
His tobacco-stained teeth are working for him.
Okay.
He doesn't, you know, he's 62 or whatever, and he's lived a life, Julia.
Yeah, he has.
He blew it up in an amazing way when he went through andropause by leaving his longtime partner Vanessa for what's her name, filming that terrible Rum Diary in the Bahamas. He had a 52-year-old man crisis of lack of testosterone. So he blew up his life. He had this wonderful life with Vanessa and everything, but he drinks a lot and he smokes a lot.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Listen
Thank
to
you for
you,
the
Ish.
update. Because all right, so I'm just going to.
He is in something, and I saw a trailer for it, and I know he's playing a character that is supposed to look fug, but I thought, well, this is, you can't be. I guess there are some people who say movie star beautiful. I looked at Michael Douglas. He was on a panel the other day. He looks fine as hell, and he's like 84. He talked about Wall Street, and he said that
he hated making
the director.
Yeah.
Well, he won an Oscar.
I know, but he hated making that movie. It was Oliver Stone.
Yes,
he hated making that movie.
Oliver Stone wanted Warren
excuse
Beatty.
me, I'm thinking of the wrong one. The young guy, Sheen, hated making that movie.
He did.
Yeah, Charlie.
So Warren Beatty, Oliver Stone wanted him first. He read the script, turned it down. Then he offered it to Richard Gere. Richard Gere, no, I'm not doing this with you. And Michael Douglas was his third choice.
And he won an Oscar. Okay, so
he won an Oscar.
So my friend Shannon, and Shannon, if you're listening, and you weren't the one that told me this, I'm sorry, but I feel like it was you, said she never knew that Lily Collins, the star of Emily in Paris, is Phil Collins' daughter, the drummer, Genesis, Phil Collins. Mm-hmm. And so many people have never made that connection and so I was just kind of reading up on it because she's one of the most delightful actors. I think that that show is so clever and fun. Everyone on that is fun.
And in this 5th season, she was emulating a perfect cunty bob.
Yeah. Oh, God.
That's what the hairdressers call it.
Yes. Thank you. You're getting Lori. Didn't have sex for a week because my brother was there, and she's just getting out all of her words and her feelings. Thank you for sharing. So anyway, the Phil Collins and Lily Collins' mom got divorced when she was 5. So she lived with her mom, and they had a very strained relationship forever. And apparently, and I didn't know this, but Lily Collins wrote a book about her deep-seated insecurities because she never had a relationship with her father. And the book is called Unfiltered.
I'm not going to read it.
I'm not either, but she struggled with eating disorders and other things, which kind of seems kind of odd.
Okay.
But she said that she has, forgiven her father. They've come to a place of forgiveness and acceptance and love. But for some reason, Phil Collins came up in my feed yesterday, and he's not doing real well.
No, I know.
And he has been sober now, I think, for 2 years.
Okay.
I thought it was a little longer.
Remember the woman he was married to?
Yes.
That he had a contentious, there was all kinds of accusations.
Yeah. And he can no longer play the drums because he's had so many knee replacements. And he really can't walk on his own. But he just came up. It was just kind of random. And I remember, that's one person I wish I would have seen live. Is him before he retired. He did I think his last show was in 2022 at the O Arena in London. That would have been one concert I really would have loved to because I loved that music.
Yeah, and getting back to Lily writing that book, think about the experience of probably lots of people where the dad or the mom, but a parent does a disappearing act, and how that would stick with you and stay with you until you really probably get therapy to figure out how to deal with it and ultimately to forgive.
And you remember Lily Depp Rose, Johnny Depp's daughter, was Lily too, who lived with her mom. But they were together quite a while, but she grew up.
Yeah, she was older. She was like 16 when her parents split up. Yeah. So I think maybe that age is easier than 5.
I would agree. I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those
Hey,
two Lilies,
was,
even though they're both skinny and little, they are from different fathers and mothers.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Now,
I was very
can we thank a
happy to
sponsor
read.
before you
Oh,
thank
let's
us?
go right
All right,
ahead.
let's talk about Borton Overseas. Okay, so if you go to their website, it's bortonoverseas.com. Again, Minnesota winter was so hardcore this year. I think everybody is looking, where can I go next year? What can I do?
What adventure can I plan?
What can I plan and make sure that I don't experience? It was really a tough January. How can I not experience this again? You know, there's just so many wonderful things you can do, and you got to work with someone you can trust. And Borton Overseas has been in business over 100 years. They have amazing relationships with all of the local transportation, hotels, vendors, tour guides, restaurants, and can curate amazing trip for you, or you could be part of one of their other small group trips. Lori and I are going to go on another trip with them in a year or two, I think in a year and a half, that you can come join us on as well. But there's a lot out there. And I just want you, when you're thinking travel, go visit bortonoverseas.com. Africa, amazing safaris, Iceland, Asia, you know, just unique destinations that you don't want to do on your own, and they're so wonderful. We're so happy.
And they started, you know, in Sweden. I mean, they have 100 years of business just doing Scandinavian countries alone. So they pick great restaurants, the things that we're going to do, the sightseeing. They always have the hotel is in the exact right place in Stockholm or Oslo or Copenhagen, because I hate not being in the heart of things.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like when we went to Paris, that was such a great location.
It was amazing.
Location.
Amazing.
Tour operator.
I know. We love them. Borton Overseas. Tell them Lori and Julia sent you. And then HRIMN.com, which is Hair Restoration Institute of Minnesota.com. And, you know, I went to their website today, and this happens for a lot of people. Their website doesn't come up first, so I was on a completely different website. So when you're looking at website online, just make sure you're looking at Hair Restoration Institute. But they give free consultations, and they have so many solutions. And so many women now are thinking about hair transplants. It's a one-day thing. They guarantee the procedure for both men and women to thicken your hair and fill in areas of loss. There's so much new technologies. Their physicians that they work with have decades of experience helping thousands of individuals. They also have the non-surgical treatments. And that's what I did, where I had 28 shots of a growth hormone put into my scalp area to help stimulate growth, and it's working beautifully. And Cosmetic Solutions, you're going to love them. Go to HRIMN.com, and in the upper right-hand corner, click on the free consultation, and you can do it in person. They're located by the Mall of America, or you can do it virtually, and they'll give you a hair analysis. And don't worry about it, because hair loss is kind of natural based on our hormones, based on our lifestyle, based on stress, and they have solutions. So we all like that.
They do, and their Instagram is really good. They do show and tell stuff with the doctor, and it's really kind of amazing. So even if you're curious and you're not quite ready to make the call, you can go and look at their Instagram and see all these different solutions.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's very unbelievable.
Very cool.
Okay, so we've been talking about actors' children's, Lori. You know, speaking of something crazy, Dorothy Hamill. I know it's the Olympics.
I saw her at the Olympics.
Yeah, she was on the Today Show this morning, or yesterday, I think it was. And it's been 50 years. Now, place yourself when your friend got a Dorothy Hamill haircut, Shannon.
Kim.
We were in sixth grade, and the Dorothy Hamill was the cutest haircut in the world, and Dorothy still kind of has it. So they interviewed her about how much has changed in ice skating, and how does she feel about it, and how did she feel when she got her gold medal when she was 19 years old. And she basically just kind of said, you know, I was a shy girl who loved music, and I didn't have the body for dance or gymnastics. So I loved ice skating. and it was just a perfect fit for me. And back then, in the 70s, 60s, and before, they did this compulsory skate where you had to, everything was about using your edges and doing a figure 8 and things like that. Because I remember my mom used to skate. Lori, I don't know if you knew that. My mom was a really good skater.
Didn't everybody who grew up around,
we all
everybody
skated.
Even my mom, the most unathletic person in the world, was a very good ice skater.
Yeah. And
according
doing
to her.
the figure 8s and doing all that.
Yes,
and she just said, things have changed so much. And she just basically said, now an athlete has nutrition, physio, recovery, all these different things available that when she was doing it, she was just exhausted all the time.
Simpler.
Yeah. And she also said she was so grateful she won the gold medal at 19, so she didn't have to train that hard every day anymore.
Right. I mean, she could just hang it up. She was in the Ice Capades.
Yes. Yeah.
Because the Ice Capades used to always open their show in Duluth. Their North American tour.
Really?
They started in Duluth at the Duluth Arena. And why do I know this? Well, now we have to go back to my days as being the assistant manager at Baker's Shoes while I was going to UMD. I waited on Ty Babylonia.
Oh, my gosh. Remember that name? Yes.
Yeah, she was a pairs skater.
Yes, she was.
And the guy. And they were... And I just had I'm like, oh my God, you're Ty Babylonia. I was so honored. I wouldn't let, I made
what
her
was
put
she
her
doing
foot
in
up on
Baker's?
the Duluth Miller Hill Mall.
Yeah,
she wanted to shop.
That's
and
true.
Baker's had good fashion shoes, and she maybe wanted boots. But it was, and she said, oh yeah, the Ice Capades open every year. And I do kind of remember I just always remember that someone in the family had tickets and were inviting people, and I went. Very exciting. I don't even know if those kind of tours happen anymore.
Well, you have Disney on Ice, I think, now, but I used to love the Ice Capades.
And I think they were headquartered in Minneapolis, this entertainment company that did these shows. Oh, so, and then Dorothy Hamill goes on to have a love affair, and she married not long after Dino Martin.
That's
Dean Martin's son.
Who died in a plane crash, didn't he?
And he died. He died in a plane crash. But in 1974, he was really a bad boy, and he had a band. Dino, I can't remember the band, but he was arrested on charges of he was selling unregistered machine guns and an anti-tank cannon to an undercover ATF agent. So he got in big trouble for that. And that marriage ended, or that gun conviction ended his marriage to Olivia Hussey, the star of Romeo and Juliet, who he married young, and they had one child together. And then he goes on to marry Dorothy Hamill. And I think Dorothy, in her book, writes about just, their whole everything.
Oh my gosh.
Because it was like the pretty all-American.
Yes. And he was a tennis player. He was an athlete.
But he was a bad boy.
Oh, beyond.
And he was the son of Dean Martin. And Dean Martin
I forgot about
never,
that,
of course, got over the death of his son.
Oh, I forgot about that. She refers to him, as the love of her life.
The love of her life.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I totally forgot about that. So they were married, not that long.
No.
Yeah.
I know. So
that was a good deep cut. I'm impressed with that. And if we wanted to keep going down that, we could go to who was the other ice skater lady that married the spider guy?
The spider guy.
Oh gosh! All right, I don't have to go there, but
you don't have to Google that.
Peggy Fleming. Peggy Fleming.
Did she marry?
She married
Spider Savage.
Yes. Mama, if you're
the
listening,
guy that Claudine Longet stabbed.
Yes.
Oh my word.
Okay, so these are deep cuts. But if the scandalous relationships have been going on. Forever. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Well, have you enjoyed watching the Olympics? Have you watched with your sisters?
I haven't watched a lot here because they don't have Paramount, but we watch it a little bit at night. We just are playing silly cards every night.
I just watched the night recap.
Yeah. That's great. I like watching the ski jumpers and all that kind of crazy stuff because I can't believe
the air,
how they do it. Yes,
those air jumps.
Yes,
it's wild. It's very exciting. And I'll have had enough by the time it all ends on Tuesday. But I'm anxious about the women's hockey, men's hockey, and curling, and then women's figure skating. Saturday is the long program.
I just hope we can make it through something without falling. Our U.S.
we'll
skaters.
See.
I felt bad for someone earlier this week that didn't do well, a woman.
We always feel bad when you see a crash.
I mean, oh dear. Bread and beer.
How about this, though?
What?
How about this good news? Even though she does have some good, the husbands and, some of her sayings, Meredith Marks has quit the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, or wasn't offered a contract. I'm not sure. She's going to pursue her dreams of being a DJ. And the buzz is, and I think it was confirmed, but Bravo informed in the contracts they're giving Salt Lake City that people cannot ask for any editing or come up with storylines just to further the thing that I don't know, because that was Meredith's big thing, is she just brought nothing but being offended about fake stuff.
I just had a conversation with someone about this yesterday, about how it was so disappointing because we spent so much time with Meredith Marks. She got wasted. She flew on a plane. She said bad stuff, and she couldn't just admit it and move on. It made everybody around her look ugly because I usually like the joy there of Salt Lake. But this year, all we had to do is watch Meredith Marks deny and be a dink. Just, you made a mistake. Everyone knows it. Move on. And it drove me crazy because it made Heather's usually lightweight and funny, but she was so pissed off at Meredith. It ruined it. It
reminded me of how Teresa Giudice blew up New Jersey with her fake outrage and real outrage, and just always bringing nothing to the party and never being able to apologize.
It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch. Just move on.
She's gone.
But
she's gone.
I'm shocked, Lori, that they would let her go.
I'm glad.
Because I always thought Andy was always entertained with her when she'd come on Watch What Happens Live afterwards.
There's some new clause in their production about that they're cracking down, because who the hell knows what goes on behind the scenes and all of this. And Bravo has said they don't have footage of that plane ride where Meredith was apparently drunk and yelling at Brittany the whole 5-hour flight or whatever it was, because FAA rules you can't film in the air. So I was like, oh, they flew commercial.
Oh yeah, that's a long flight.
Because they flew to South America to float around on one of the
ships,
below deck ships, for 3 days. I wouldn't do that. You couldn't pay me to do that trip. It's so dumb.
If I needed the money and I was on your team, I would make you go for me.
All right, fine. But it would be the grief to dollar ratio doesn't work for me.
Lori, I'm sure we would upgrade you to first class or Delta One. Okay, let's thank Minneapolis Plastic Surgery, another sponsor. They're one of the most respected and longest existing aesthetic plastic surgery practices in Minneapolis and St. Paul area. They have just built a reputation around their surgery center and their doctors, and it is just one of the very few places where the surgical center is on site, so you don't have to go to a hospital, and you just feel so well taken care of there from beginning to end. But it all starts
with top-notch anesthesiologists, nurses. I mean, the best.
Great staff.
The best.
And if you're looking for something that you've been thinking about for a long time, it doesn't cost any money to ask questions. Call Dr. Jarvis in Minneapolis Plastic Surgery to set up your complimentary consultation. Ask your questions. Find out. I mean, I went a year and a half ago, to ask questions. What is it going to look like? What's it going to do? I'm just not ready yet. What would it feel like? What would it do? But that's something that if it's been on your mind, why not go find out?
Yeah, go find out. Go.
And
I did that too with Dr. Jarvis. I went a couple years before I actually did it.
Yeah, and I remember.
And then I realized no amount of lotion on my neck is going to fix my jawline. Okay.
I'm still believing that it is. I'm doing my chin yoga, hoping, and that is a thing. Phase yoga is hysterical on YouTube. But anyway, they're great. Call them for a complimentary consultation and mention us if you'd be so kind. Anything, I just had a couple more things. And this, I thought, when I read this today, would excite you because you're a Young and the Restless watcher still, Lori?
Yes, I am.
Okay, do you know that Shamar Moore is going back and his character on Young and the Restless is called Malcolm Winters, that he is coming back in April. Are you guys excited for that?
Yes, and I think Vivica Fox is coming back too, or she's joining him in a storyline. And yes, Shamar has been on the Young and the Restless before. It's right now I'm relying on my mom for my Y&R updates, and I love Eric Braden, aka Victor. I love his Instagram and Facebook. He's just a damn delight. But so I'm just keeping up that way with Young and the Restless. That's the beautiful thing about a soap opera that's long running. You just jump back in whenever. And before you know it, you're like, oh, this person's been on here for a long time, and it all comes together. And if it's on your DVR, you can fast forward anytime they have any scenes with children.
Oh, you're so funny. That is some theme that you have not stopped. And then I read kind of like I went to a random fact site like Today in History, but it was yesterday. The very first Church of Scientology, 1954, opened up in L.A.
Scam.
I mean,
scam.
And I'm wondering, where is Tom Cruise? Is he in this new
Where's Shelley?
Well, where is Shelley? And
where is Shelley is the question.
Where is Shelley Miscavige? But seriously, is Tom Cruise in the new movie with Brad Pitt?
No.
No. Okay.
No. Tom Cruise is leaving London, though. He's moving back to Hollywood.
People get sick of the rain.
Or moving somewhere.
He might move to St. Pete, Florida, where there's a big Scientology headquarter.
Yeah, maybe he'll be doing that. But
how do you know that? Did he say that?
I saw the moving trucks.
Oh, all right. And you believe they were his?
Yeah, I do. I do. I think he's realized England isn't for him when he's not filming, and he filmed like 3 movies nonstop, in a row in Europe and everything. And so he's been there, and he's sick of the weather. And
I'm telling you, the sunshine helps.
He would like to redirect his career and maybe dig into a character in a movie, because he's now kept silent about Scientology for like 10 years. People are hoping,
at least.
I mean, there's so many things that people keep silent about. But anyway, I've heard rumors that he might be working with Chloe Zhao, who directed Hamnet, and
which I really want to see. Yep.
Yeah, you can go see it this weekend maybe. And then Nomadland, so there's rumors that she might be, they might be working together. So that's the story, that he's coming back to the U.S. and closing his London chapter of his life.
Okay.
He's sick of hanging out with Victoria and David, and he's sick of hearing about Brooklyn.
Oh, you're hysterical. And I have not heard
And his daughter lives in London.
Yeah, I know.
His daughter lives in London.
So he's sick of it. I love it that you had to add that he's sick of hearing about Brooklyn, because the Beckhams did name their youngest child after him, Cruz.
Yes.
No, it's Cruz and Harper. So it's Brooklyn, Rocco, Romeo, Cruz, and Harper.
And I mean, what a mean name to give an English boy.
Cruz?
Romeo.
Oh,
Romeo. Romeo is Italian, and I feel like he must have gotten a rash of crap for just a long time. And I just think I don't know. I think that'd be a hard name to be saddled with if it wasn't a family name, or your name was. I don't know.
What a cruel thing to do. Right in the land of Shakespeare. How cruel.
Well, I know. It just seems like imagine naming your son Romeo and knowing all that's going to come with that name.
Yeah, I agree, Lori. I agree.
Everyone's saying, Romeo, wherefore art thou? I mean, how many times would you hear that by the time you were, I don't know, 15, a a gazillion, and at some point you're outraged and you have a conversation with your parents.
Okay, you're
like
so
Brooklyn
funny.
should have had one.
You're so
I mean,
funny.
you name me after a bridge and a borough?
You're so funny. Okay, we got to go, Sister Sledge. We want to thank everyone absolutely for hanging out with us. I hope you had fun today. Next time we meet, Lori, we need a book update because you're going to have time now to read a book a day.
Yeah, I've got some great book recommendations. And the big movie this weekend is Glenn Powell's movie, How to Make a Killing.
Okay,
a thriller about money and murder. How to Make a Killing, Glenn Powell.
I'm going to go see Hamnet.
Hamnet or Crime 101.
Okay.
The Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
And Hallie. Okay. All right. Goodbye. Have a safe drive.
Well, what else are you supposed to say? Happy Olympics. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're still loud. We appreciate it. Arrivederci. Why don't you let us go in Italian? These boots were made for walking. Sing us out, Lori.
I'm not going to read the comments on Instagram with that.
No, but tell me.
Good Lord.
Sing us out.
Oh, I can't. Quattro da cozza famaggia, ventera, vendana. Mi dispiace, non parlo italiano.
Okay, goodbye. Ciao. You're funny. Ciao.